to the next question. What is the most important thing that needs to be done at the regulatory level for strengthening the whole MSME ecosystem?
See, one of the, I think a lot has already been done, and there's a continuous focus to be able to do so. One of the biggest elements that we've seen is about, MSME typically struggle with a lot on the working capital side of it,
Right.
And because the scale is limited, and to that extent, for them to sort of sustain that becomes a really challenging ask. And while on the one side, of course, there is a push from a banking reform and to ensure that there is a deepening of credit, from the financial institution on the traditional means of it, and also newer models of credit lending that has sprung up in the last couple of years. Even then, there is a very strong, piece reform that is being undertaken with respect to open credit network, which essentially means that data of MSME with respect to their credit history will now be, of course, fungible and available to larger financial institution base, which essentially means that cost to deepen the credit cycle will be much lower. And similarly, let's say if you have to take on the working capital initiatives such as TREADS, which is doing superbly well, the bill discounting and the invoice discounting approach, which really has helped to a certain extent, bridging that working capital requirement. These are more proactive measures, more regulatory elements, something like Delayed Payment Act, which was of course there, but strengthening that Delayed Payment Act today, large corporations as well, if they are unable to make payment within 15 days or 20 days of after invoice raising, their auditors are today asking to make a note of it as to why that has happened. And which essentially over a period of time will also ease the whole, this widened gap and the time that it takes from the money to flow down into MSME. So these are, of course, some of the very, forward-looking reforms and initiatives which are really going to help SME not only balance sheet, but their ability to also grow.